So I took something out of the box in my office today and I was instantly transported back 4 decades ago. It's my Sony Walkman. Now, the Sony Walkman, many of you may be familiar with it, but it was a cassette player, and it was referred to as a personal music listening device. Personal because it didn't have a speaker on it. You had to listen to the music through headphones. Uh, but it was touted as a great piece of technology at the time because it was music on the go. That's why they called it the Walkman. I don't know, but music on the go. Um, but you have to realize that it, there was technology that came before it. The transistor radio was the first music on the go, but you'd have to listen to radio stations. The advancement with the Walkman was that now you could get cassette tapes of your favorite musicians or make up your own cassette tapes and listen to music wherever you went. Sitting on the bus, you put your headphones on, you didn't bother anybody. And later on, and this was proven that more people exercised because they had a Sony Walkman. They could put their headphones on and go for a jog or do exercises, and it just made that much more enjoyable. So there were many ways that the Sony Walkman was revolutionary. And the other thing that I thought about the other day too, this particular device was used by two different generations. The baby boomers uh, used the Walkmans, and as well as the Gen X, because the Gen X is go from 1965, and this was produced in the year 1980s. It came into popularity and stayed in popularity for 2 decades. So there would have been young adults that would have used this particular listening device, music listening device, from two different generations. So I think it's a fascinating piece of music history and fascinating piece of technology. And there's so many more things to say about the Walkman, but maybe at some other time. Just thinking about, though, how items become touchstones to the past, and it's things that you remember about the object, and not the object in itself, but how it influenced aspects of your own life. And I'll just mention this one other thing. The critics of it were that said that it was going to make people isolated because they're going to put their headphones on and not pay attention to anyone else. Sounds very similar to cell phones, doesn't it?